afternoon. My name is Brian Yazzie. I'm Navajo or Dene. I'm from a small community called Sioux, Arizona, which is located on the northeast part of the Navajo Nation, or Arizona. And the rug here shows pretty much my backyard where I'm from. The rug here is a representation of Monument Valley. And if you guys are not familiar, it's more like what your grandparents used to watch, you know, the old Western movies where you had John Wayne and most of those characters were in the canyons, you know, riding horses and whatnot. So these are, it's a rug that my mom made me, and it's just a representation of where I'm from, since I'm rarely home. You know, currently I reside in St. Paul, Minnesota, with my fiance, and so the work that I do, I focus on indigenous food of North America. Most tribes can't afford that, you know, to bring someone out, to fly someone out, to pay for their room, their service, the food costs, you know, all that stuff adds up. You know, so my way of doing that is just creating videos and sharing that with communities.
Matt Pendleton, the Lower Sioux Recreation Director. Dakota name is Wakio Washte, means good thunder. I'm the Recreation Director for the tribe. With that, the rec center here where you did the cooking demo, supervise the SHIP coordinator, the tobacco prevention coordinator, truancy just got moved. Okay. Then we have a mentoring coordinator that's all under the rec, and then we have 2 rec leaders that work in the recreation department, where we do programming for the youth. We after school snack, we cooking class, we have running camp. We partner with different departments to put on the holiday social service, to do the holiday parties, to the health department to do the 5Ks, the school for language. We pick up kids after school. We do basketball. We do lacrosse. All these things to give our kids tools to be a good relative. We put culture as prevention. We utilize the teachings that we were passed down to keep those alive and pass those on to the kids, and the programs that we do here at the rec center. Teaching our kids the traditional foods that we had with our summer work program, taking our kids out to harvest teepsina, the prairie turnip, to expose them to that and let them reclaim that traditional food and its medicine, you know. So being able to do that is a big part of bringing back those traditional foods in a good way. I'm on the Health and Human Service Advisory Committee for the tribe, where we did the Honoring Little Crow policy to limit sugary drinks in the vending machine here at the rec center, to offer healthier food options and meetings, community parties, dinners, to have a healthier community. Our office environment's been planting wild rice. They got the seeds from Leech Lake, so they've been doing that for the past 4 years. So hopefully in 3 more years we'll be able to harvest. We're lucky enough to make connections with some members from Leech Lake, Gary Charwood, to teach us the steps to go harvest. You know, going out in the swamps to get the push poles, and learning how to make the knockers and the technique that goes into it. And then the following year he took us out and taught us how to finish it by hand. So learning those things and giving it to our community, because Dakotas use wild rice too. You know, that was one of our traditional foods, that superfood, and reintroducing or bringing it back to our people. Where in your cooking demo you said you bought it at the convenience store. You know, the Red Lake stuff is available at our convenience store, and that's part of the community. The Health and Human Service Advisory Committee doing is to get that wild rice available in the gas station, and the frozen bison ground meat is available there. So having that available for the community is very important. With our ship coordinator, we purchase bison stew meat and ground meat for our family cooking classes, and then we buy wild rice, where we teach the families a simple traditional meal with those ingredients, and then we give them enough to make for their family. So giving them the tools and the exposure to it, and making it available for our kids and our families is very important to who we are, you know. And then reconnecting to the water with canoes too, and you know, those were our highways. And you know, before horses, we were canoe people. You know, that's how we got, you know, through this land in Minnesota. So
I'm gonna plate the beans and the corn. See, one thing I noticed being a cook is that plates or bowls are empty canvas, you know, and the food is our paint. The utensils are paint brushes. You know, I seen that in a different way. You know, and that's just being creative with what we have. So like I was saying, the food that I'm making tonight is just more of a comfort food. It's something that you can make at home, you know, and the ingredients are easy, you know, to get as well. I wanted to do some foraging, but it's been raining the last couple of days, so I wasn't able to do that. And the tea back here, the sage and cranberry tea. Yeah, I do.
I've been too busy with all this.
Yeah, I had those in here already, so but just not in the
Can we put this on top?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Now my what's this? Throw it on there?
Yeah.
Daki anti chante washte na pe chujapiro Gavin amakiapiro damakota but there were kantua hemacharo and shanshayapi hechata hawahi there were on. So my name is Gavin Zampo. I'm the Dewa Kantuan Dakota from the Lower Sioux Indian community here. I manage the historic site for my tribe. I teach Dakota language, culture, and history. I just ensure that visitors to our tribe leave knowing facts, not stereotypes or misconceptions about our people. You know, during the presentation, I really resonated with the fact that you'd grown up with adverse, you know, circumstances. You know, not having a father figure. You know, spending time JDC, making mistakes, because you know I'd spent most of my childhood raising my siblings until I got older, and because I had no guidance, I got in trouble. You know, and I spent most of my time in JDC. You know, and a lot of people that grow up like that, especially in our indigenous communities here, you know, that usually takes their life from them, or they end up in a life of addiction, you know. So it's just amazing to see other Native people that grow up with that struggle coming out of it, making something better, and contributing to their people, you know. Like I myself, I learn the language, and I teach the history and language here, and that's kind of become my passion here.